Welcome back. In this tutorial we're going to insert a ceiling on our cottage. The first thing we're going to do is go to the picture, to our working drawings and our specifications. The ceiling will obviously go inside the external walls. There's no overhang anywhere, and what we have to work on is down here under the internal sheeting. You can see to the ceiling they want a 10mm gyprock to the ceiling. Gyprock being a type of plaster or a board that's similar to plaster. So we'll go back to ArchiCAD, go to our 2D, make sure we're working in ground mode, yep. And over here we're going to select slab, because this is going to be to install a ceiling. We use a form of slab to go across the top. So go up to our tools, working tools for slab, and come over here, and if you remember from the working drawings, this needs to be 10mm thick. Our gyprock is going to be 10mm thick. It's going to be 2400 from the ground to the top of the gyprock, which is the same height as our walls, as you know, and it's going to be 10mm thickness is going to be coming 10mm down from the top, so it'll be flush with our walls. Across here we have the options, different options for our concrete slab. Keep it on basic here, and then select the material that's going to be used, and come down over here, down on the left, to plaster gypsum, which is the material that we want. Come down to model, select the colour that we want our plaster to be, and just come down and choose one of the whites, so glossy white will work well. Hit the link to link them so that the edges are also white and the top and bottom are both white. And now the other thing you need to do is come to the layer section. I think it will be preset for you in slab. I want you to come up, scroll up to the top, the very first C1, which is ceiling, and select ceiling to make sure it's separate from the foundational slab, and click OK. Now time to insert. So zoom in on our picture, on our cottage, as big as you can, so you can see the thickness of the walls. And we're going to come over here and we're going to insert our concrete. We can do it a number of ways, the same, just like the walls of the slab, but this time we're going to use the magic wand. So bring it over close. We're going to hit spacebar and take the magic wand over to the internal side of the wall, the inside line of the external wall. So spacebar, bring it over until the internal lights up, and click once. You won't be able to see it on this diagram, but if you go over to 3D mode, there it is. It's been installed. Our ceiling has been inserted. Go back to ground, the 2D mode, and now zoom out slightly. Well, now we're going to show you how these work. So hit select, and these are our selection views, and some of these are our elevation views. That one's number 3, EO3. That one's selectional 1. And this one is selectional 2. This one is elevation 4. And these are all down this side here, the different ways to view our design. So I'm going to teach you how to use these. So we're going to select this one, which is section 2. Click on it, it lights up. And what this is going to do is give us the view of our design, of our building, as a cross section through this plane here that's created between our 2 points. And the view we're going to get is looking that way in the same direction that the arrow's pointing. So if we get a cross-section looking that way from this point, we're not going to see anything because our building is behind it. And I'll show you. We click on elevation 2. Sectional 2. And there you see, you can't see anything, nothing comes up. Go back to our ground. Let's view it, and now let's toggle with this. Let me show you how to use it. So we click on it and drag it down to here. Click. Now it's going to make a cross-sectional cut through our building. We're going to be looking this way, north, and we're going to be looking through one external wall, an interior wall, the other external wall, and we should be able to see our foundational slab on the bottom and our roof on the top, now with it sitting here. So let's go over and click our selectional view, and here we have it. Perfect. You can see is our external wall, there's our internal wall, there's our other external wall, is our concrete slab, and if I zoom in, here is our 10mm gyprock ceiling going across the top, and as you can see, it is flush with the 2400 wall, and it comes down the 10mm that we made it. So it's correct, it's very good. And there we have it. That is how you insert our ceiling and use our sectional views.